Hi, Ivan Lopez here. We're going to focus on these problems that are expressed in 2's complement, starting with A. Now here, we have two binary numbers that we need to swap the bottom number, flip its bits, so 1 to 0, 0 to 1, etc., and add 1. And that'll give us a new bottom number of 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. You can plug it into your chart here, plug in the top number into the chart, and the answer, in this chart here. If you add them up, add 64, 32, 4, 2, it'll give you 102, 87, and 15. Now, pay special attention to the middle number, because you revert back to, this is the one that you flip, you revert back to the original problem, and because it had a 1 as a signed bit, you're going to flip that 0 to 1, making this number negative. Now, while we were adding, there was an excess of 1 that was discarded and not included in the final answer, and this has a carryout. Now, because we are adding a positive and a negative, this means, because they're opposite, there is no overflow. Moving on to problem B, here we have a completely different problem. We have a subtraction problem. Now with 2's complement, anytime you never ever subtract. You want to have a straightforward addition problem. So what we do is we're going to grab this bottom number and we're going to flip the sign, positive, so we're going to add, and we're going to flip all the bits and add 1 as shown here. Here's that 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, add 1, and this is the new bottom. Okay, now we're going to grab the top number and plug it into our equation. So top number plus the new bottom will give you this 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. Now, just focus on this. Because the answer has a 1, or even if the top number had a 1, if any of these two had 1s, you're going to flip it, flip the bits, add 1, and this will give you the answer. Will give you the new answer. Now, revert back to the original problem. Because it had a 1, now this 0 becomes a 1, making this problem a negative. The top number does not have a 1, so it didn't have to be flipped. It didn't have to add 1, and so it stays as a positive. Now, because we're adding a positive and a positive, we have overflow. And while we added our problem, there was no excess numbers, and hence there is no carryout. Finally, we have the same thing as the last problem, as B. So you want to do the same thing. You want to make an addition, make this problem an addition. It's straightforward. And you're going to flip the second number, flip the bits, and add 1. Now you have a new bottom. Grab the top number, your new bottom, and just focus on this. Now, because the top number and the answer, they have 1s, they have a 1, you have to grab that number, flip the bits, add 1, and this will give you a new top number. Plug it into your chart. But remember, revert back to the original, because that's a 1, the signed bit, 0 becomes a 1, making this 73 a negative. This is a new bottom after you flipped it. It stays at 58 because it's 0. And your answer, you did flip it, added 1, resulting in a new answer, which you plug it in to your chart, giving you 15. Now, because you have a negative and a positive, this gives you no overflow. And lastly, while we performed our addition, you went through it and there was no excess numbers, you have no carry. So we have no overflow, no carry. That concludes my lesson. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.